All right. So, hello, this is Chess with Bill. I'm going to do some studying, as is my custom. This is based on the French defense, which I don't think I am going to use it. I'm going to start using it. I'm going to slide away from the Sicilian and go into the French. Why? We'll get into that later. So, this is on chess.com. You can actually find it. It's pretty easy if you go to like this learn thing and do practice. So you can go through the whole whatever, and yeah, these are the challenges. So whenever white plays d2, or sorry, knight d2, or knight a3, I have a timely capture that allows black to a timely capture. What should you play? So I've already moved this. I've got this guy here putting pressure on that, pressure here. I think, so they didn't play this move. If they had played a pawn move like that, then I can actually make this pawn break here and move the f pawn. The timely capture is likely this, right? Hey, good start. How can you keep developing and pressure d4? So I could put my queen there, but I don't think that's so great because then maybe this can happen or whatever, so I can attack with my knight. I'm trying to remember what the video was talking about. All right, so I'm putting lots of pressure on this, and we'll see if it actually goes through, trying to get this bishop onto this square to remove my bad bishop for his good bishop, or their good bishop. How can you continue to develop and pressure d4? Well, the queen can come out at this point since this knight has moved to defend. Let's do that. I have recently learned that the queen can come here as well, assuming that this pawn is gone at the point. Okay. White has played the slow move right here. So I know that the second pawn break is this f pawn break. How can black get a good position by attacking white's center? So basically all this stuff is going on. Instead of them playing a bishop move for the castle or maybe here or something, I can go there. Which is wacky looking. It's wacky. But I think that my idea is eventually once I've attacked their center and broken it down, one, I can get like a massive pawn center. Two, I can have the F file open at some point. So even if there was a castle, you got all these pawns that are protecting the king, and the rook's coming out this way, or I could castle queenside. That's supposedly it. I've never done this before. Okay, good start. How can you keep attacking the center? I think I can just take, right? There's this maneuver, but I can actually do a knight sacrifice here, and then this pawn comes here, and you have a crap load of pawns in the center. But we'll see if I'm right about this. Right, so here's the sacrifice. This is literally what I just learned. All right, so this is something that I need to learn. To my, very low elo brain, I would be worried about this. Whereas Grandmaster Simon, who taught the advanced variation of the French, was like, "No, this is winning. These pawns are going to destroy. They're going to decimate down here. I could probably lose this." Actually, can I analyze? Will that screw everything up? Will it screw everything up if I analyze? Let's do it. Let's do it. Do a little bit of analysis. Okay, so I've got to go through all the stuff. I'm there. What's the next move they played? I think it was this. Was this their move? Yeah. And then I take, and then they pressure, and then I come over, and then they take, and then I take back. So what does black do now? I'm sorry, white do now. It's saying bishop f4. Why do I always go with the wrong bishop? Here's bishop f4. It's, taking control of dark squares. Also stopping this square. Right? Knight e7. Where's my knight? Here's e7. So this is double guarding this pawn. I think it's just trying to get the knight into play. If I were to go here, I guess he's got this pin. 97. I won't do too many of these moves. I just want to see it. Engine says queen d2. Getting her involved. This really isn't doing the pawn thing. So it's not really doing what I want. Okay, I'll do one more move. It says knight g6. Oh. Right, so I was thinking then this and then this. But why would that happen? I'm actually attacking the bishop. Ah. So this square becomes super, super important. Wow. Bishop g3. Attacking my queen? No. Coming down this way, getting the bishop out of dodge. Yeah, this is beyond me. It's above my pay grade. And then e7. Okay. We're going to go back to the actual challenges. Thank you for indulging me. All right. What thematic move did GM Shirov play to trade off the bad French bishop? You can't see that because of my little chessboard. It's getting this bishop over. So he's moved the knight. That was the sort of weird move. The knight was here. He moved it over for the purpose of this. And if they block with the knight, because they don't want to trade off their good bishop, let's see if memory does not serve me well here. I think I can play on this side of the board. But I don't remember exactly the move order. So let's see what the prompt is. Now there's another important idea to open up the king side where, okay, so it is this. So it's sacrificing this pawn because the rook's coming this way. The rook, as Gotham would say. King could come this way at some point, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to open up his king. And I am opening up my rook. My rook is open. Okay, good move. Now you can take the advantage of why it's missing h-pawn to secure a great square for your e7 knight. Whatever could that mean? So the point of deflecting the pawn here is to get this square. And now I've got pressure back on this. It really didn't show. Can I review the challenge? Can I just go back? Right. So what had just happened, I think, my knight was here. I plop it over to get my bishop there. On white's turn, they come this way so that my knight can't be here. That may not be entirely true. My knight may have been there. They attacked it, and then I moved back. Anyway, the point is you have this deflection where, okay, hey, let's trade bishops. They don't want to trade bishops. Awesome. Well, I'm going to deflect your pawn, open up a piece, and get my square back. I kind of like how, I like chess.com and the way that this has taught me some theory, but I like Lee Chess's challenges better because it usually takes you from the beginning to kind of really get it in there. Right. White just attacked GM Shirov's bishop. Right here. I think that's a mistake. Where did he move it? I say that because I'm regurgitating information. I don't actually know. All right, well, there's that move. There's also this move to get the bishop out of dodge. This still gets attacked. So I'm thinking this is the move. Right? Pawn comes down. It's double guarded. I'm attacking it twice, of course. I could pin this knight. But let's think. Well, I could take this knight comes down, and then I get the bishop that I want to get. But what is the prompt? Good start. GM Sharav realized that the game will be won on the king side. So it looks like I'm doing something on the king side. I guess this pawn is super protected, so why not bring my queen back? My queen. Right. How do you bring the queen into the attack? So the queen's trying to come over here. This bishop comes out here, attacking the knight. Well, I could sack the knight. Shack it. Now the queen would like to get to g5. Right, because if the queen goes to g5, this bishop is absolutely pinned. And I'll probably pick up this pawn too with the rook because the queen is pinning the bishop. However, this bishop is guarding that square, so I probably want to get rid of it. All right. How did GM Sharav bring his queen to a strong attacking position? So that's pinning the bishop, guarding the bishop. How can black take advantage of the pinned bishop to win material? Well, I could take here. Queen comes in. Uh-oh. That's dangerous because this pawn is super weak with the king being the only piece guarding it. And the queen is backed up. So that don't look no good. Right. What would I play? What would I play? Well, just off the top of my head, I mean, this takes. The queen is guarding the pawn, but I think it's probably a better move, maybe. I could take there. It's a free knight right now. But then there's this gnarly check. So I think addressing this is probably a better move. I could also give up the pawn and castle. Okay. Prompt is white attacked f7, but Sharav found a great way to sacrifice the pawn and keep attacking. What do you play? Sacrifice the pawn. So again, I could take here, but this comes with check. So it's either this move, I would say, or a castle. I don't think this f7 pawn should move because then it creates a backwards pawn on the e-file. Granted, this bishop is currently pinned. I'm thinking a castle, again, puts the king in the X-ray. What would be best here? And then, of course, the free knight. This part wasn't, if it was covered, I don't remember it. It's saying it's sacrificing the pawn and keep attacking. So the castle is not, I'm just going by the prompt. The castle is a defensive move, right? And it does give up the pawn. The bishop is pinned. Is this really an attack? Boom, boom, boom. I would get another attacker on this bishop, and the bishop's got to fall. I don't know though, because once my, let's say I take the bishop, I mean, I'm just opening up the king right there. Let's go with this. We'll see what happens here. Yeah? Let's try it. Okay, that's wrong. I'm gonna go through the options. So the castle. Is that an attack? Maybe I just didn't read it right. So it's allowing the queen in. Doesn't allow a check though. That's good to know. What can you capture for free? So now you get the, oh really? Oh, I'm not really looking at what I'm doing. I can take that for free. Why Simon loves the French defense. That's lesson 1 of 9. So yeah, getting into the weeds and all that stuff. I obviously need to play the French defense a whole bunch and then start getting this idea. But it's so sharp here. I get the idea of the absolute pen, fine. Bringing in the pawn. Might as well take the pawn. And now this is a gnarly point. I could see myself making a lot of bad moves here. I did see the castle. But I didn't make it. I was thinking this is premature, right? Then you get check, and then he can do other stuff. What do? I have to move, and then he gets this check. So it's just, or maybe I'd come up here. No. What am I doing? It'd be awful. Allowing this is no good. You can't allow that. Here is a backwards pawn, and it really doesn't serve me because once it moves out of the way, I'm in the same position. It's kind of the only move, right? Right on. All right, I hope you guys dug this. I'm going to be doing more of them and streaming in the morning Pacific. We'll see if I can wake up. All right. Peace.